protecting yourself against falls and old people. Old people and falls. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brianne. Well, you know, I come on here and I talk about just about everything. So you never really know what subject I'm going to talk about. And to be honest, I often do not know what I'm going to talk about until I push the button on the camera. And so today I wanted to talk about old people and falling down. Now that may sound like kind of an odd subject to talk about, but I'm going to give you a little recent, like today, history about falling down. And not that I consider myself old, because I don't. I'm 63 years old and I'm very fit, I'm very healthy, I run 5 miles a day, and I'm very conscientious of my surroundings and what I do. But I had a long nightgown on, and I had got up to check my emails and everything, and I was actually sitting over at that computer over there. I have several computers in the house and several different places that I work on the computer, but I was over there, and I had a very long nightgown that actually went over my feet, a little bit too long for me. And I went to get up, and as I was walking, the nightgown somehow got under my feet, and I flew forward. Fortunately, I didn't fall, and fortunately, I was able to grab onto something quickly. And it was all because I tripped over that long dress-like nightgown. Now, could that have happened to anybody at any age? Absolutely, and probably has happened and does happen to people of all ages. The difference is as we age, we have to be more alert and more careful about falling, because there's other things that can happen when we're older, you know, especially the older, you know, quite a bit older that people get. Sometimes their bones are not quite as flexible as when they're very, very young. So a person who's younger who may fall may not get hurt or hurt as much as, say, an older person. And so when I'm coming down the steps, I always hold on to the rail. And, you know, in more recent times, when you know, about 10 years ago, I started wearing, you know, always wearing house slippers or boots in the house, you know, soft boots, you know, kind of house boots, and something to protect and guard my feet and help prevent me from tripping. But in this situation, I did catch myself, and it really had more to do with the long nightgown. But unfortunately, a lot of people, as they age, do fall. And I think we have to be so much more alert as we age to falls, more so than when we were younger. I think everybody needs to be cautious about falls. And yet, the older we get, the more cautious we need to be for a lot of different reasons. So at age 63, I'm really, really cautious about hopefully not falling. You know, when I'm out on the trail every day, I do 5 miles, and there's a lot of tree roots that grow on the trails here. And it's easy to trip over one of them. And I have flown through the air more than once in my time out on the trails. One day I tripped over a brick. I think it was a brick in my backyard that I didn't know was there. Or no, it was somebody had cut down a small tree trunk, and I didn't see it. It was very, very small, and it was enough to trip me, and I went flying through the air and almost hit my head on a brick. So fortunately, that didn't happen either. So what I'm saying is, if you're a runner, if you're out there, if you're, you know, doing whatever, you know, going up a curb, you know, walking on a sidewalk, you've just got to be really, really conscientious about not falling. And so the older we get, the more conscientious I believe that we have to be. You know, we've all seen the commercial where the lady's laying in the bathtub and saying, saying she can't get up. I mean, that's just part of reality, and we don't want it to happen. So I think a lot of falls can be avoided if we put proper kind of things in place that we do, proper habits. Like for me, coming down the steps, holding on to the side rail or to the rail of the steps. I always do, because we have very, very steep steps here. And so yeah, we want to be proactive in the sense of protecting ourselves from falls and taking great care of our health. From my house to yours, may God bless you, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.